Hi, it's Paul from Kelsa Cooks here. I have a food blog at thesustainablelarder.blogspot.com. What I'm going to do is go through a few video recipes on the basics in home cooking. Okay, so today we're going to cover stocks. Now I'm going to do a chicken stock and we're going to do a beef stock, but I want to start off with this quick and easy vegetable stock. Okay. Now I know everyone can go out to the shops and they can buy stock cubes or stock pots, but the way I look at it is if you make your own stock, at least you know what's in it. Okay. And anybody who's any allergies, at least they know exactly what's going into it, you know. So, let's say we're going to start with a vegetable stock here. This is my sort of emergency stock, so to speak. Okay, so you're about to cook something that involves stock, you go to the cupboard, you realise you don't have any stock. This is a great get-out clause for that, okay? So what I've already done here is box grated 1 carrot, 1 medium onion, 2 sticks of celery, okay? Now what we're going to add to that is 1 clove of garlic. Now when you're mincing the garlic you don't necessarily have to peel it, okay? So just pop it in there and make sure that works. Okay. Get all the goodness out of it. Now. And 1 bay leaf. Now just take a bay leaf and just shred your knife. Okay. So that's all the ingredients that's going to go into this for the moment. Okay, so we get our saucepan and we put a little bit of rapeseed oil into this. We add everything in there. Now we're just going to sweat this off over medium heat. You can see how easy this is, okay? So we put everything on. This will literally take 10-15 minutes. As I say, it's a great get-out clause if you don't have stock in the house and you need it quickly. Now, what I want to do now while that's working away is I'm going to start with the chicken stock. So we get our stock pot. And this is great now if you say you've cooked roasted a chicken on a Sunday, okay? The best thing to do is use fresh ingredients. So if you're going to do this Sunday evening after all the dishes are done, start making your stock, okay? It's very, very simple. Now it does take 2 to 3 hours to cook, but you don't really have to be doing anything in that space of time, okay? So what we're going to do is we get our chicken bones and carcass, what's left, and just been stripped off most of the meat, and we put the bones in. So, now to that we're going to add 1 carrot. So just top and tail it. I find it's best cut your carrot down the centre, and they're easier to chop that way. So rough chop, doesn't have to be anything spectacular. Now, carrots will go in there. Now, 2 sticks of celery go in. I'll just give my vegetable stock a wee stir around. Lid on that pot. Now, it's just over medium heat for that, so you want to sweat it off for a few minutes. Now I'll show you a wee trick with celery, okay? Say you're using celery for dips or if you want to put it into soups or anything like that, or even into a salad. If you want to get rid of the stringy bit that's in the middle, okay? Don't cut it in half, actually break it in half, like so, okay? Then pull down, and you see those stringy bits there, yeah? Just pull them all off, okay? And the same with the other ones. Now most of them will come off with that, okay? So, as you can see, stringy bits out. And now we just quickly chop up our celery. You don't have to be a wizard with a knife to do anything like this. Rough chops will do fine. And that goes 1 onion. So just cut off the bare root, top, and just cut down the middle of that. And and just peel off the skin now. And the same with the other half. Now the reason sort of keep most of the root on is it's easier to chop. Okay, so face down, your root end is sitting out. And we'll just cut down close to the root, but not going to the very end, like so, and then down that way, and down. It just holds it together a bit better. So again, root side away from you, cut down, careful not to go to the very end of it, and then cut. Now you want to add 2 bay leaves, okay? You just want to tear them and get all the oils out. You don't want to go right through, but pop them in. I'm going to put in a wee bunch of thyme. I just think it adds nice flavour, and some parsley. That goes in too. Leeks. Now you can use leeks surely. You can use basically any kind of vegetable. Okay. The main body of this is going to be carrot, celery, and onion. Okay. If you are using leeks, cut your leek down the centre, because you want to wash the top part of it. Okay. Because as the leek grows, it's being earthed up by the farmer. Okay. So if you can imagine, it grows in layers. So every time it grows and they're mounted in the earth up, the soil is going to go down in between the layers, as you can sort of see there. So what you want to do is wash these under the tap, point downwards and just go through the layers, washing out any soil. The last thing you want to do is find some soil in your stock or your soup, whatever you're using. Okay, so again, a rough chop. And the liquid one. Now all the ingredients here are going to be on the side, on the glove side. And last but not least is our peppercorns. Just whole peppercorns, maybe about 10 or 12 peppercorns into that. Okay? I'm just going to give my vegetable stock a little stir. Starting off nicely there now. Now to this you want to cover what is in your pot by about 2 or 3 inches. Okay, there's no point in filling a huge pot like this right up to the top. Your stock's going to become very watery and it's just not going to taste it much, okay? So we just add in our water. Probably about 3 litres of water would be enough. Three. And it's still not over the top, so we'll put in another one, 4 litres. Now that's 4 litres of stock in, or 4 litres of water into your stock. Now what we're going to do with this is put it on to a high heat and bring it to the boil. And once it's reached boiling point, turn it down to a steady simmer. And you want to simmer this for 2 to 3 hours. Okay? In that space of time, you're going to notice that any of the fat is going to come off the chicken. It's going to rise to the top in a sort of foam froth. You want to spoon that off just as you go. So you're only checking this maybe every 20 minutes, half an hour in between. Then once your stock is ready after 2 or 3 hours, best thing, try not to stir too much because it'll cloud it up. Okay? So after the 2 or 3 hours, get your jug and you want to strain it out into a sieve, into another pot, and then let that fully cool before freezing or popping in the fridge. Okay, so we're just going to put this on.